What's going on, everyone? So today we have to talk about Zora. I haven't went over Zora in a good little minute, but right now it's pumping and there's actually a very bullish signal for Zora right now. So anyways, we got to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. So first things first, we can see here Zora is up 31% in the last 24 hours. So Zora's been doing good, but over the last month, or actually two, it's been down. So it's down 17% in the last 30 days. So Zora had a high all the way up here at 12 cents, but then since then it's just been down pretty much. So yeah, it's lost pretty much 50% of its value, but it is coming back now. The market cap was at 392 million at the peak, and the trading volume at the peak was about 224 million. So when you look at the current trading volume, it's at 135 million. Once we start to increase that, then you're probably going to end up seeing Zora increasing a lot as well as the trading volume increases. Because you can see the trading volume, it just kept going down and the price just kept dropping because it was almost all selling, like 50 million, 49 million here and there. And then you seen 30 million. Once you started seeing 30 million, then that's when people are like, nope, let's start buying it. And then they just start going crazy. But right now, I think Zora is in a good spot, though. If we actually come over here and look at the charts here, it's looking pretty bullish. So this is a falling wedge right here. If you guys don't know what a falling wedge is, this is a very bullish pattern here. So this is the falling wedge. It's like a pump leading up to a strategical dump, right? And it just kind of goes through this wedge, and then boom, it breaks out at the end of that wedge. What we're seeing right here is exactly that. We've seen the pump. When we started to see it, the breakdown, it actually almost looks just like that. Look at the middle part over here, and then look at the middle part here. It kind of looks like it, right? It's like almost the exact same, except it stayed and it rode that trend down there for a little bit longer. So yeah, this is a falling wedge, and we're kind of nearing the end of it, and we're already seeing Zora breaking out right now. So Zora should be in a good position to continue to pump. This should be a good pump, right? Now, other people have noticed this. This person here posted this. It says Zora is on the verge of launching live streams and breaking through a 52-day downtrend. So they're about to drop live streams as well. So this really could be the bullish catalyst that pushes Zora past the masses, right? This is what pushes it upwards and helps it continue to grow. So that's pretty good. I think this is going to be a good thing for Zora. And Zora is almost like pump.fun, right? Except without all the launchpad stuff. But it technically is, because when you are a creator and you create a creator coin, you now have your creator coin, which is almost like pump.fun making a new coin. And then every post you make is like a creator post that's then paired with your creator coin. So it's like a never ending thing there with Zora. So I think that's pretty bullish. But yeah, they kind of explain it here on Zora. All posts you make pair with your creator coin, and all creator coins pair with Zora. So as Zora goes up, your coin's paired with it. Your coin should be going up with Zora, and then vice versa. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I haven't talked about Zora in a while because, you know, they just been doing bad in the charts. You know, it just wasn't a good thing, but it was going through this falling wedge. But now we have the confirmation here. So this is almost like a bullish confirmation. But anyways, anything can happen in the market, but we are entering into altcoin season. So I just want to mention that as well. But anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research. But yeah, it's looking pretty good for Zora. Like anything can happen though. Like something could happen. Someone could like rug pull, or I don't know. And it could dump. They could make like some post that's like, you know, called bigotry or whatever, and then it could dump. You know, anything can happen. But according to the technicals, technically, this thing should be pumping pretty soon. So yeah, that's what we got there for that. So yeah, that's what this person is mentioning as well. They're also mentioning the same pattern that I just mentioned here. And then we can also see this person is also kind of talking about something as well. But Zora is being accumulated by convicted whales at these levels. So they're saying that whales, I want to see the proof. I want to see the I want to see the transactions, but it probably is, just considering how much volume is going on with Zora right now. So yeah, this is a lot of hype around Zora, so that's a pretty bullish thing. So this is the daily chart. We kind of already looked at the falling wedge, and then we can also see the selling volume here on the MACD of the daily chart. But then we notice right here, the bottom area of the MACD, this little blue line is now curving upwards here. So if this continues to curve upwards, this could be the start of a nice bullish trend here. The percent R trend exhaustion is doing the same thing. This could be the beginning of something nice. But remember, it can always get stopped out, because remember, it got stopped out right here. As you can see, it kind of got stopped out here as well. And the whole time it kept getting stopped out every single time we thought that it was about to, go back up, right? But now it's kind of doing it again. But we have the falling wedge. But the question is this the end of the falling wedge, or is there one more drop in the falling wedge followed by the next pump? And on this next Fibonacci down here, this Fibonacci support at 0.036. That is a big question. Does it continue down a little more until it gets to this area and then pump, or does it just pump now? And currently right now, it looks like it's about to just pump now. But either way, the risk reward ratio is looking more so in the favor of the bulls. So I think this is a good thing. But anyways, the 4-hour chart now will show us some different movements here, since it's a much shorter term. And you can see it comes inside of this falling wedge pattern very, very perfectly, actually. So kind of scrolling in through here, we can see that the MACD is showing lots of buying pressure on the 4-hour chart down here. So that's pretty big as well. It's pretty good. And then we also have the next thing, which is the percent R trend exhaustion on the 4-hour chart. Both the short-term trend and the long-term trend currently going up. Kind of looking like the short-term or the long-term trend is going sideways a little bit right here, almost. But that could just be noise in the charts that don't matter on the short-term frames, because the short-term time frames tend to do stuff like that and shows things that doesn't really matter. But anyways, we have a lot of buying pressure here on the MACD for the 2-hour chart. So that is pretty good. The percent R trend exhaustion showing that it is over exhausted a little bit to the upside. And now it's kind of curving back downwards a little bit. We could see a small pullback here, followed by more buying pressure. And that's kind of what I'm expecting here. A pullback followed by that buying pressure. So possibly coming back to the support and then continuing. Or again, possibly pulling back to this support and then continuing. So that's kind of what it's looking like right now with Zora. But I'm still leaning more on the bullish side. And I don't think that all that's going to play through. Like, I don't think it's going to be a big dip. Like, we might see a little bit going down to here and then, or even like right before here and then continuing from there. So yeah, there's a possibility that we should, continue to go up from here. And then also over here, we have the percent R trend exhaustion for the hourly chart, and it's definitely showing that it's over exhausted to the upside. But the same thing that I was mentioning before is already happened here. The pullback followed by more pumps, right? So there might be another small pullback followed by more pumps. Still a lot of buying volume in the MACD. So I think Zora is in a good position. Even if it pulls back a little right now, I think that it still has the power to continue to push through that. And then when we look at the 30-minute chart, we can see completely overbought. We got that reversal signal right there on the 30-minute chart, but this is pretty short term. Remember that. We also got this confirmation for the selling here on the MACD. And if you actually look at this is a pretty structured pattern right here. We usually see this a lot inside of the MACD. So yeah, that is a good trend right there to follow. And maybe this could be a trend, or maybe that's just kind of pushing it too far. That's just trying to stretch it. But this is definitely a trend that we have here inside the MACD. So it could be a little bit more selling pressure coming up right now for Zora on the short term time frame, but overall it's still looking pretty bullish. So yeah, but yeah, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. Hit the like button and subscribe if you like the video. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this. And yeah, all that good stuff. As always, I'll be back with another video.